Hello everyone! So I've not posted anything on my channel for the past few months, but that's because I've been making a mid-career switch. So I officially left teaching in a public school in Singapore a few months ago, and I am transitioning to a new role in a new company in a completely new industry. So I believe there has been a lot of discussion recently in the media about why teachers are leaving or the stress load of teachers. I could address all of that and the reasons why I chose to leave in a separate video. But please do subscribe and comment down below to let me know what you would like to know. But for this video, I really want to concentrate on some tips that I wish I knew before I officially handed in my resignation letter, or some tips that I felt really helped me with this whole job hunting process. So number one, make sure you start searching early. So if you have an inkling that, hey, maybe teaching is not right for you, once you have that inkling, perhaps it's time for you to go and start searching for what industry you want to go into, what specific job title you want, and what skills are needed to go into the industry. So for example, for me, I was planning to transition into the tech industry and I needed technical skills. So what I wish I had done was to actually do more research about the type of bootcamps out there and the different types of programs available. So not just bootcamps, but there were also other programs like TFIP or other traineeship programs hosted by different companies, which I didn't know about because I didn't do enough research. So the timing matters as well, of course. There's a certain timeline for everything. So I would strongly suggest that you start searching early so that even if you miss the application for this round, you kind of know when you need to apply for the next one and plan in advance. Count the amount of time you need backwards in terms of your resignation letter, your notice period, if you intend to stay for the bonus. All those are important factors, and I would strongly suggest doing your research early. Now, in terms of getting skills and certifications, these also take time. So if you want to transit into marketing, for example, there are also marketing courses out there that you can take. And I would suggest perhaps taking up these courses while you are still working, especially if you need the finances. So every Singaporean actually has a free Udemy business account as long as you log in with your NLB account. So just go to the NLB website, National Library Board website, go and search for Udemy Business, and you will be able to see that you can enroll for so many courses online for so many different certifications or skills that you may need. And I thought that was a tip that I wish I knew earlier so that I could start self-learning and taken up some of these courses first during my June holidays or December holidays. I know school term is crazy and busy, so whatever spare time you have, I do suggest actually taking up some courses that you can self-learn, because it's so important to put it in your resume as well. These courses or certifications, you can also put it on your LinkedIn, and that actually nicely brings me to my second point, the importance of having LinkedIn. Now, I didn't realize this until I started hunting for a job like 3 weeks ago, but LinkedIn is so important. Now, I know a lot of teachers may not have LinkedIn because, you know, once you're with MOE and you kind of don't think about transitioning into the corporate world. So let's say if you really want to transition out into the corporate world, I feel that LinkedIn is a very useful tool for recruiters to reach out to you, or even for people who have been down the same path to reach out to you to perhaps refer you to a role. I felt that LinkedIn was key to me finding a job, and I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to build up a network there. So my third tip would be to really craft your resume properly and note down the achievements and things you have done while you were a teacher. Now, it's super important to record down your achievements because as teachers, I know that we have done so many things. We have put on so many hats during our role as a teacher. We have done things like organizing events for the entire staff, which consists of over 100 people. We have done things like organize concerts or presentations for the entire cohort of students, revamped the entire syllabus, liaise with various stakeholders like parents, colleagues, students, liaise with external vendors, organize events, yeah, so many things, make marketing materials for these events. All these are actually transferable skills that employers need to know and that we may discount ourselves. I think a lot of teachers might just think, oh, it's just part of the job. At least that's what I used to think. But I think it's important to actually note down and quantify these things that you have done so that you can put it in your resume. So I think for EPMS, please take it seriously, in a sense. Let it be a record of what you have achieved over the year, what you have done over the year, and it will be easier for you to use these things in your EPMS to craft and put it in your resume. So I never used to take EPMS seriously, and I regret that. Yeah, because I think it would have made crafting my resume so much easier. So whatever certifications or awards that you have, please also take note of that. So like I mentioned, quantifying what you have done is actually very important. So in a lot of resumes online, you might have seen, they always say X, I have done X number of this for Y number of years and it has impacted Z number of people. So it's important for teachers to actually do that as well for our resumes. I think it might not be easy because, for example, if you are the level manager or level head, you might just think, oh, this is just part of my role. But what you should actually do is to really quantify it. So for example, I have led a team of 13 teachers for 2 years and we did this. Yeah, so I think it's very important to quantify, and perhaps if you could, it'll be even better if you have statistics or metrics to really show how you have impacted or changed the process to make it better. I think for a lot of businesses, that's something that they look out for. So yeah, these are the top 3 things that I wished I knew before I officially handed in my resignation letter. I think it would have helped make the transition easier, but I have been really lucky along the way to also have made really good friends who have given me really good tips about all these, about this transition into the corporate working world. So if you have any questions or you kind of want to know more about my journey and what role I'm switching into, do comment and let me know down below, because I would really love to help fellow teachers out. I know it's not easy because it seems as though we have so many skills and yet none of them seem applicable, but that's not true. I'm here to let you know that whatever skills you have gained as a teacher, it's actually really useful in the working world as well. And I honestly think that communication is one of our strong skills, and that it's really useful, and that is something that's really underrated while you're working out in a corporate world. So yeah, let me know if you have any comments or questions, and I'll be glad to answer in perhaps the next video. Thanks, bye!